basically said here, he's not playing like an adult. He's certainly not acting like an adult. And he has to have a good look in the mirror, tell himself that he needs to stop thinking about being the next Ronaldo. He will never be that. So he has to accept the fact that he needs to work hard to get a decent career. And then he carried on saying here, I liked it when he came through and he had the Argentina fire in his belly when he, which he had lost completely. He has let himself and his family down. He has let the club down because he's not taking advantage of the talent he was supposed to have. Right, some strong words, man. You know what I mean? From the United, you know what I mean, fan. I'm gonna start with Texino, man. What do you make of them comments? For those that don't know Paul Parker, he was a good player, you know, and he was one of the reasons why, you know, Fergie's career started off well as it was. You know what I mean?
He's a decorated player, man. No disrespect to him. He's a decorated player, man.
Yeah.
There's about time we've had some authentic opinions, bro. No BBLs around there, man. Honestly. You see, the God's honest truth is with someone like a Garnacho, I echo exactly what Paul's saying there. He plays exactly like a child, bro. There's no maturity in his game. Everything is too raw. And I hear a few people, like, God knows how many people say, keep this guy, is going to improve. Potential. Do you know what potential is? You need to have some sort of forte, something about your game to then build off. What can you build off with Garnacho's game? That's my God's honest opinion. As Fad said, a man's got to work on his first touch. These are the basics in football, bro. And in terms of his personality and that, the PR, bro, I'm not even hearing it, man. A man thinks he's Ronaldo. He's already got the Botox, bro. He's already got the Botox. He thinks he's something. And do you get what I'm saying? He's already got the Botox, the tattoos. He's got everything. He's got everything off the pitch, but on the pitch, screaming, bro. Do you get it? Like, yeah, man. So that's
you know what
that's the realest, isn't it?
No. Listen, bro. It's one of them. Like, what it is for me is like, I think I've started to use it. I used to use the age thing a lot, you know, with Garnacho. Like, he'll come good, he's young, allow him and that, you feel me? But I feel like for me, his arrogance, and his kind of personality on the pitch, you know, when you don't give the ball away, you don't give the ball to certain man, he don't do this, he acts like he's like he's on it. You got to start treating man like that, bro. If he thinks he's on it and he's just gonna be next superstar, you got to treat him like that. He's not like
when you think about Garnacho, what's his game? What's his game? When you think about Garnacho, what's the first thing you think about with Garnacho, bro?
See, for me, I look at more impact off the bench. I look at a player that is a willing runner in behind. Like when we need to play in behind transition, he's someone that I feel like we could get some joy out of. But in terms of ability, the ability ain't scary. You know,
my broski, you see why you're saying that? You see why you're saying that? Look how many times you was looking in the air, bro. You was searching for words, bro. You was searching for descriptions of Alejandro Garnacho, bro. I'm telling you, this guy, an impact player. So we're speaking about a Dan James of this world, the Dan Jameses of this world,
bro.
We're saying impact player. Again, what does he bring to the squad? What does he bring to the squad? What do you think he could bring in the next couple of years? I'm not hearing the age thing either. Age is nothing in football. To me, anyways. Do you understand? Yeah. So, there's nothing to build on.
I hear it, bro. Yeah, I agree, man. Like, for me...
And that attitude makes it 10 times worse.
Yeah. You know, we used to cook Dan James for less, bro. Dan James was more effective than Garnacho. Let's be honest.
Bro, they used to just do the same thing. It's head down. Bro, get your boots chalky on the sideline, head down. Even if you got 3 men there, don't matter. You got your head down. You're trying to hit the byline and hit it in the box, bro. You don't even look up before you cross. Just strike it across the box. Inshallah, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You can't build.
I want to hear what Rhino's got to say about this, because Rhino is on. I still think Rhino still like gives Garnacho time. I don't know, because he was on the Hoyland thing, But like, bro, we got to start putting Garnacho.
Do you know what is Saeed? Yeah, I think people misunderstand me a lot in it, and I think when you use the age thing, there's context behind it. And I feel like in this game nowadays, we write off players too quick, and we gas up players too quick. It happens, innit?
Yeah.
There's no proof to say that I've been backing Garnacho. Do you know what I mean? Recently. So when you say that, I'm thinking, when did I last back Garnacho? When he's dead, he's dead. But
Yeah.
I just feel like it's similar to like what happened with Xerxes. There was a time where everyone was turning on him and no one cared about the fact it was his first season, all of that. So with me, I don't know, people don't like the fact that I like to have context and be a bit patient. And they misunderstand my patience with, oh, he doesn't have standards, or, you know, he doesn't know what he's looking at. But for me, the club is not in the best situation to get the best out of any players. So sometimes maybe I focus on that too much. Because at the end of the day, if you could work on someone like Garnacho's mentality and make sure that his ego has been kept low, you might get more out of him. But it doesn't necessarily mean that I say he's going to be better than Ronaldo or as good as Ronaldo. Do you get what I mean? So that's what it is. Like, the whole club is running in a toxic way that even if you're all right or even if you're bad, you don't get the opportunity to grow or reach any potential. Do you know what I mean? But bruv, Garnacho is definitely 1,000,000% not good enough for this club. I've always admitted that. My thing is this: at the same time, he shouldn't be starting every game. At the same time, he should have wingers ahead of him and all of that. And when it comes to his ego and all of that, it should be managed well. If he needs to pipe down and say, bro, stop thinking of this, stop thinking. It's like, if I'm a manager, that's what I'm going to say to him. Because I'm going to talk to him on a personal level. Forget the pitch. Let's talk about your mentality. Let's talk about your mindset. Let's talk about what you need to focus on to get you to be a better player. So that's where it is for me. Like, I like to try and be a bit more balanced, you know what I mean? But in the deepest hearts of my heart, brother, I know he's not good enough. But he's definitely better than he can be. You know what I'm saying? And that's partly the club's fault, isn't it?
We always have this idea, me and Nuruddin, even Musa, yeah. Shout out to Musa if he joins us. Like, people say, oh, but he's not been developed yet. Like, people saying that about Rashford. I'm like, but I knew Rashford weren't good enough for me from day one. Like, I just knew that, like, he was going to have a career at United, but I didn't think he was going to be this next world-class player. Like, sometimes you just got to take it and say, you know what? This guy ain't it, yeah. Let's just sell him on. Like, you know what I mean? It's not every academy player needs to make it at United, you know. But I feel like with United, it's like, we've got to force the academy thing too much. That's how I feel. Yeah. You always have to force it and be like, nah, that player's going to make it. Bro, sometimes you don't make it, bro. Like, only 0.006% make it at United and get like significant game time, bro. Do you know what I mean? I was good about Januzaj. Januzaj was one of them where I thought, this guy's got ability. It never worked out in the end, bro. Yeah. So for me, it's like, with Garnacho, it's like I'm not saying that, like, man ain't got any qualities and he can't be useful for now. But if you told me in the summer, cash in 45 million, I'm taking that money. I'm sorry. And I ain't regretting it as well. I ain't going to regret it, bro. And it's the same thing I got with Elanga. Elanga, we sold him. If he does well at Nottingham Forest, that don't mean because different. He was, you know what I mean? You know, it didn't work at United. I see what I said of Elanga. Elanga wasn't good enough in the end. It wasn't. Yeah. Is that down to my United? Is that down to him? I don't know. But you know what, though? He's worked on his game and he's done well at Forest. Good luck to the brother.
But then, Said, it's the same thing as Sancho, though. It's the same thing as Sancho. Everyone thought as soon as he goes to Chelsea, watch. But look, so it's very difficult because some players are bad because because of their environment, and some players are just not good enough. But people mix the two, and there's fine lines between the two. And sometimes, because of preference, people might think, you get me, Sancho didn't make it, so what? Are we now going to admit that maybe it's the Premier League? Or we're going to say, another excuse. Yeah. And then other players is different things, isn't it? Yeah, so, yeah.
With the Sancho thing, though, it's like, I do believe that the Premier League doesn't suit his overall game. And I believe that, you know what, there's been certain mitigating circumstances that I think it could have helped Sancho's ability at United. Yeah. But on the bottom line, though, Sancho hasn't worked at United. And we all have to admit that. He hasn't worked at United, and there's no point making excuses for Sancho. It hasn't worked out. Hasn't worked out at Chelsea, hasn't worked at United. But at the same time, it's like, we can still say that brother can go out there and perform. He's a talent, you feel me? Like, he can go to Dortmund and he can perform. I don't know about the others. That's the only thing. You feel me? So
that comment, Mix Mitchell.
When was the last time? When was the last time a Real Madrid academy player was part of their Galactical team? Do you know what I'm saying? I think like that.
I think you know what? You know what? You're right. You know, Carvajal came from
Carvajal Casillas.
What? No, what? I swear Asensio was one of them. No,
Asensio. Carvajal was. I don't know. I think Carvajal got bought though. Did Carvajal not get bought by Leverkusen, or was he just there alone? I could be wrong, but yeah, go ahead.
It's not
Go
often
ahead.
you hear from Real Madrid's side that they've got academy projects and academy players that they're gonna turn into world beaters and they're gonna come good. Bro, look at how many games, Said, you watch where you see like ex Real Madrid players that go on to different clubs and do well. Like these big clubs, they don't cry over stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Same with Man City as well. They don't cry over.
Man City let go of Bear, man. Man City let go of Lavio. Bro, them man have let go of Bear, man.
But Saeed and Fernando, but at the same time, though, when this is the thing, though. So, for example, Garnacho was meant to go to Chelsea, apparently. Yeah. Then we kept him, and then there was a couple situations where he helped us out. That's where the fine line is. I feel like based on the situation in the club.
Help us out.
No, but there's been games where maybe he might have been the brightest spark out of all the dead players. Okay. So people get those things, get gassed now and say, see, look, if we sold him now, look, where would we be? But that's the thing now. If you're going to let go of players, you still have to replace them.
Yeah.
But it's so difficult at United because we need to let so many players go and we can't get a lot of players in because of our financial situation. So that's where I feel like we're in a bit of a weird place because realistically we should have let him go and got bread for it. But at the same time, if you utilize him well, he might help us till the end of the season. Then we can think about it. So sometimes the decisions, it's a weird situation at United. And that's why I don't get too, like this season, I already naturally just thought, okay, cool, we're in a bad place in the league, but at the same time, there's so much going on. I feel like now it's being exposed. We're seeing it all now.